Good morning, good afternoon, and welcome back to Watching Chickies. Now here on day 237 of our broadcast, I'm watching Chickies as the daily live stream here on Reddit, and then later YouTube, about the lives and development of these 3 young chickens. And before you today, as always, in black, we have our ayam cemeni hen named Braveheart. I'm trying to exercise my hand a little bit today, like the doctor told me to. Over here in brown and gold, we have our onagadori hen named Kagome. And over here in gray, we have our silkie rooster named Stormy. Yeah, hello there, my boy. Hello. Braveheart's just settled down here in my lap, just kind of murmuring to me, saying hello. She's missed me this morning, and is just doing a little bit of preening, waggling her tail around. Stormy's being a little dinosaur right now, just kind of toddling about, saying hello to me. Hello there, my boy. A little mating dance there. I think he's trying to get Braveheart's attention, as she's up here on my lap. I don't think she thinks all that much of his attempts right now. There you go. A few little pets to Braveheart. Miss Kagome is heading towards her sand bath over there. She might want to have a little bit of a dip. Just kind of spread the little bits of sand all throughout the layers of her feathers, just as a way to kind of naturally exfoliate as a chicken. Now, that they must have been doing a little sand bath earlier after our cleaning, because you can see where the little bits of dust go. So we'll just have to kind of sweep that up later when we're cleaning up a little bit later. Yeah, Miss Braveheart. Now, Miss Braveheart might want a treat. So today, let's see what I can do. We will give you just a few chia seeds. Now, chia seeds are one of Braveheart's favorites. She's looking very expectantly at us. So there we go. I'm gonna put a whole bunch right there for you. Now, Braveheart in the past has quite enjoyed them. I'm not sure if she quite spotted it. Miss Kagome did, however. Oh, I think she just kind of chased Miss Kagome off. What, do you want those chia seeds? No? Oh dear, well, oh, bless you there, Miss Kagome. Bless you, bless you. Maybe you want some sesame seeds? Now, the chickens are always up for some sesame seeds. You see Miss Kagome very excited right there. So I'm gonna put some sesame seeds right here. Yeah, she's a big fan. Stormy's looking at me somewhat expectantly. What do you want, Mr. Stormy? Do you want a cuddle instead of a little treat now? No, a few happy little clucks. You always do approve of sesame seeds. And hello, spicy fish. Oh, Braveheart's just given my foot a little tap there. Yeah, there's a few little bits of chia seeds mixed in there as well. Stormy got a little bite. There you go, my little chickens. Enjoy. I'm just getting a few happy clucking noises from them. A few little pecks here and there. Yeah, there you go, my lad. Ooh, a little bit of drama there between Braveheart and Kagome. Oh, Stormy is very pleased today. Scratching at the seeds, trying to get the girls involved. He does like a nice sort of spread. go, diligently eating. Braveheart in the back is just eating directly from the feeder. Well, I'm off to the side here doing a few little hand exercises to make sure my little finger is healing nicely. There you go. Quite a nice way, just right in the middle of my day to recharge, see how the chickens are doing, give them a nice little treat, a nice little cuddle. And it helps keep me going for the rest of the day. Lovely, lovely. Down here. Oh, and Swansea 101. About a month ago, I fractured the 5th metacarpal on my finger, which is basically the knuckle right on by my pinky. So as a result, I can't really completely have full movement of it back yet. It's just starting to heal. It's been in a brace for quite a while, but now my doctor says I should be taking it off for a few times a day and just trying to exercise it a bit. Hello there, J Pixelated. And thank you, Karma. They are quite cute little chickens. And my doctor does say that I'll just keep trying to do the exercises that he mentioned, and hopefully it heals up nice and well. Thank you, Swansea 101. Oh, and Queso, now what? Thank you for the Wholesome Award. That is much appreciated. So the chickens are just having a nice little meal together today. Tomorrow, if all goes well with the weather, my plan is to be on set for yet another show. This is just a one-off, being a background actor on a show called, according to Lauren, apparently it's based on one of those murder podcasts. So that should be an interesting day of work. You know, it's always a new experience when you are going to a production you haven't worked with before. They all have their own sort of ebbs and flows. There are occasionally overlaps, like you might see production assistants that you have seen working on other shows, whereas other people kind of just stick to one show at a time. Some shows tend to run a bit long, and you might have anywhere from like 12 to 14-hour days, and some shows like to try to get through scenes really quickly, so you might only have a 2 to 4-hour day. Either way, when you are in the union, you are booked for a set amount of time. So whether or not it runs short, you are still paid for the set amount of time that they booked you for. Oh, and Gio Sanchu, yes, our little chickens have become great big young adult chickens now. I'm so happy with how they have just progressed through life. Long that they have just kind of integrated into our family, and day by day they are just happy. Oh, and hello there, Make It Venti. Hope you're having a lovely day. The chickens are having a nice time eating some sesame seeds, a few chia seeds, and Braveheart is just digging into the organic chicken feed over there. She's not in the mood for a snack, she's in the mood for her actual meal. And once they're done with their treat, I'll give them a few little pets for today. Because, you know, you always want your little animal friends to feel secure while they're eating. You don't want to interrupt that because that can make them feel not too good. So you should let them always finish their food, not kind of just rip it out of their mouths, and give them their own space. Oh, and I see we have a few new viewers. Welcome to Watching Chickies, the daily live stream here on Reddit, and then later YouTube about the lives and development of these 3 young chickens. Over here in brown and gold, we have our onagadori hen named Kagome. The onagadori is an endangered breed of chicken from Japan, known for their tail feathers that can grow out to be more than 20 feet in length or over 6 meters. Over there, who just made the strange little raptor noise, is our silkie rooster named Stormy. The silkie breed originally hails from China, first bred around 2,000 years ago, and they are covered in these fuzzy, soft feathers their whole lives. And then over here, we have Braveheart, our ayam cemeni hen. The ayam cemeni come from Southeast Asia and are known for their hyperpigmentation, which means her black coloration goes all the way down to her very bones. And all 3 of these little chickens are members of our family and friends for life. We have been streaming them each day of their lives. I believe today is 2:37. There you go. There you go, little ones. And Speed, thank you for the silver award. Much appreciated there. Say Silkie Rooster. He is going to be the future father of the next generation of chickens. They're all going to be hybrids in the future, considering that we have 3 different breeds here. In the corner is a sandbox for the chickens. There it has fine beach sand for them where they take their dust baths. Kagome is in the middle of getting comfy for little sand baths, and chickens do this to kind of keep clean. I am Gun Death Thunder, aka Chicken Dad. I'm the one who runs these streams normally, though sometimes my partner Lauren, aka Daunting Walnut, does as well. There we go, and R.S. Riley, thank you for the Hugs Award, much appreciated. And our Stormy, aka Mr. Fuzzy Butt, is enjoying a whole bunch of little sesame seed treats right now, and chia seeds. And Stray Edge Chicken, thank you for the Silver Award, much appreciated. And these guys are a mix of indoor, outdoor chickens. They are 237 days old now. We are right here in the middle of winter in the nutmeg state of Connecticut. They do have an outdoor coop, but right now it's a bit of a winter wonderland outside. A little bit too cold for the chickens. So they have all of their gear over here. They have nesting bins. They have towels to play with. They have their feeders. And no, it doesn't smell awful in here because we clean twice a day. It takes about 15 to 20 minutes a day to clean up after the chickens. And as a result, this room primarily just smells of chicken feed, which has kind of a cereal-like smell. Nubis Artist, thank you for the Silver Award. Dazzling Pen, thank you for the Hugs Award. David Poppy, thank you for the Wholesome Award. And Voltec, thank you for the Helpful Award. And we are definitely within our local ordinance limits. We are allowed to have up to 8 chickens on our property and up to 1 rooster. We have our 1 rooster here, and we have our 2 lovely hens, one of which, Miss Kagome, is in the middle of taking her sand bath here. And One Piece Weeb, thank you for the Wholesome Award, much appreciated. and she's just kind of getting ready to start to fluff up her feathers. You see her getting all of the sand in between all of the different layers of her feathers. She's doing this to kind of exfoliate her skin, to kind of clean up. They also really do preen a lot. Chickens are kind of like the cats of the bird world. One Piece Weave, thank you for the wholesome award. Overpriced Bagel, thank you for the Platinum Award, much appreciated. And all three of these chickens are members of our family and friends for life. So they will never be eaten. These are lovely little socialized chickens that we can just pick up like this, cuddle, we can pet, and they are perfectly tame. You see our fuzzy little friend here, Stormy, is quite happy here. Play with the girls in the bed? Oh dear. There you go. And, much appreciated. And, you know, now that I have Stormy right here, we can see on both of his feet, he actually has 5 toes. That's a feature of the silkie breed, having 5 toes on each foot. Most chicken breeds only have 4 toes. The blue thing is his skin right by his ears. There you go. And the chickens are all part of a flock for each other. We just... Super Blackie 2, thank you for the helpful award. There you go, my little one. And Stormy's breed, the silkie breed, also has hyperpigmentation, much like our ayam cemeni hen. His skin, his flesh, even his bones are black. So it's pretty likely that when him and Miss Braveheart have their chicks together, they will also be quite dark in coloration. There we go. Yes, and we do raise tiny little dinosaurs here. And he is such a good little boy today. Yes, he is. We do have to give him occasional haircuts. We have to give him a little day, because silkies, while they do have these marvelous becoming blind. So we have to keep a close eye on that and give word. Isaac B, thank you for the silver award. The floor is their sand bath. This is where they kind of have their little dust baths throughout the day. This has a collection of beach sand and sort of finer dust-like particles for them to naturally exfoliate in. Both of the girls do often like to take sand baths together. Very cool nickname. Thank you for the wholesome award. J, thank you for the silver. Now we're keeping our little rooster friend, Stormy, here in my arms while the girls take their sand bath, because he can occasionally try to get romantic with them while they're taking a bath, and they do not appreciate that. So we're giving them some time to have a little bit of self-care right now, to not worry about our little man here, and he gets all of the cuddles. There we go. And Stormy here is a rooster. Braveheart in black is a hen. And Kagome there in brown and gold is a hen as well. And Better Than Thou Art, thank you for the wholesome award. And Wooshie D, thank you for the hugs award. And we have been streaming these chickens every single day of their lives, from when they were all just 3 little balls of fluff to the young adult chickens you see here today. We've collected all of these streams on our YouTube channel called Watching Chickies, and there is a link to the channel in my profile. Liking and subscribing there is a great way of showing your support, but just coming here and chatting can be a lovely time as well. There we go. And for those of you that might have missed it, Stormy here is a silkie chicken. In black, we have Braveheart, who is an ayam cemeni. And in brown and gold, we have Kagome, who is an onagadori. All of these chickens originally came from Asia. Stormy's breed, the silkie, came from China. The ayam cemeni, Braveheart, her breed originally comes from the Java Islands. And then Kagome's breed comes from Japan. And the blue on his face is just right by his ear. That's just his skin right there. He's quite a dark little rooster, but he does have this lovely, glorious blue patch. He has his tiny little waddle right there. And then right on top of his face, he has sort of like a Klingon-like baked potato of a comb. There we go. And these are lovely pets, members of our family, and friends for life. So we want them to all live long, happy, and healthy lives. Right, Mr. Stormy? That's right. And both Braveheart and Kagome love to have baths together down here. Considering that Stormy's feathers are so much different than the girls, he doesn't really like taking sand baths like the girls do. So he doesn't really understand it as much. Sometimes he can interrupt their baths. So I sometimes hold him like this to keep him out of the way. Just to have set a few little boundaries there. Toad Pixel, thank you for the silver award there. Oh, there you go. There you go. These guys will live around 12 years, though we're hoping for more. You know, at the end of the day, as long as they are happy and healthy, that is what we are concerned about. Fandom Fighter 29, thank you for the silver award. Much appreciated. Oh dear, oh dear. And Peanut Blubber, thank you for the silver award. And our little chickies are quite happy today. We have not potty trained our chickens. We clean up after them. It takes about 50. Real Newcomen, thank you for the Hugs Award. Edgy Stardust. And Stormy is indeed a silky rooster right here. That's just quite content in my arms. And BSN Executable, thank you for the Hugs Award. And Steve the Pirate 89, thank you for the Gold Award. I do have all the little chicks here. I have Mr. Stormy. Yeah, I got you, Mr. Stormy. I got Miss Braveheart, and I got Miss Kagome over here. Electric Gloss, thank you for the Hugs Award. And for their owners, Braveheart jumps right into my lap. Stormy's very content with me holding him. Miss Kagome loves just being on my shoulder. So, you know, they are really lovely members of the family. These are, we have raised them since their first day. Chickens have been domesticated in some cases for thousands of years. So they can be quite used to human companionship, especially in this case where they have been around people their whole lives. Stormy does make lots of little noises. He crows, he makes happy little clucks. He can even have arguments with the girls over there. You might hear the occasional little noise coming from Miss Kagome. Oh, there's one of her little horn voices. And that's Stormy talking to Miss Kagome. And that's Braveheart responding back. Microsoft Jacket, thank you for the silver award. Much appreciated. Sand baths are a natural thing that chickens take, though if they do it to clean themselves off, to get rid of any parasites, to Balmard, thank you for the Hugs Award. Mixa123, thank you for the silver award. The girls don't bully these days, so Stormy can handle himself. Now I'm gonna let Stormy down in a second. There we go, my little man. There we go. Cowboy Boomy, thank you for the wholesome award. Beginning by 6417, thank you for the hugs. Yeah, Mr. Stormy, yeah. Now I want you to respect the girls' boundaries. So if I see you trying to jump in there and on top of them, I'm gonna stop you. Uh-oh. So right there you see Stormy's trying to do his mating dance to try to get the girls' attention. Scared Cockroach 449, thank you for the helpful award. Capriccio, thank you for the wholesome award. Cavicio, thank you for the hugs award. So that little sort of jig that Stormy does is his way of saying to the girls, hey, are you interested in mating? Now, he's not seeing much of a response from them, so he's just kind of looking at them pretty closely. Ace Pilot 1789, thank you for the silver award. Illegal Loli 03, thank you for the silver award. And yes, we're gonna have to sweep up the mess of their sand after. It's pretty easy to do, and we always can put in, you know, Stormy doing his little mating dance is a sign that he is a good quality rooster. Some roosters, unfortunately, have had that bred out of them, and they just attempt to mate straight away without doing any dance. So him doing that little dance, him showing interest and asking permission is a great sign there. Lucky Fab Alfred, thank you for the hugs award. Cosmic Cat, thank you for the silver. Aisaru Kojiki, thank you for the helpful award. MPC 14163, thank you for the helpful award. And now, as long as you keep on top of them, the mess doesn't ever get too bad. We sweep, we mop 15 to 20 minutes a day, and we are golden. And Aweeby, thank you for the wholesome award. Mr. Stormy, Mr. Stormy, Mr. Fuzzy Butt. Give me the fuzzy butt. No? No, just a few little clumps. How about if I offer you some sunflower kernels? Do you like those? Now, I heard a rumor from your mom yesterday that you like these. Do you like these? You don't? You want to go see the girls? Oh, dear. Yeah, hey, no. Boundaries, Mr. Stormy, boundaries. They are dust bathing here. Slight Ice, 68, thank you for the helpful award. My Ghost Fell Out, thank you for the silver award. They are just having their sand bath right now, and here in the Nutmeg State of Connecticut, outside is a bit of a winter wonderland. They have their outdoor coop outside, and we want our little pet chickens to be nice and warm and comfortable. They are kind of a mix of indoor-outdoor chickens anyway. We have had friends in our area lose chickens to local predators like raccoons and foxes, so we want our little chickens to be safe. No, they stay primarily here in their chicken room, though when the weather is nicer, they do go outside to their outdoor coop, and we actually have been harness training them as of late. And the sand bath is sort of a natural chicken thing. If you have chickens, they should always have access to sand or dust or dirt. And they'll want to do this. They put all of the sand throughout all the different layers of their feathers here. And it exfoliates their skin. It helps clean them up. And, you know, this is just kind of ingrained in them. Royal Noodle. Oh, and Peanut Blubber, thank you for the Wholesome Pro Award there. And we are the landlord of this house. And it's pretty easy to clean up. Flashy Anxiety, thank you for the helpful award. Much appreciated. It's lovely to see both of the girls getting along, just having a nice sand bath, side by side. Stormy just saw me take a step forward, so he's not gonna interrupt the girls. Flashy Anxiety, thank you for the helpful. Valley68, thank you for the Hugs Award. Brass Wrecker 146, thank you for the Wholesome Award. And they can sandbathe usually anywhere from 5 to like 10 minutes. And then that's usually enough for them. Doty Horn, thank you for the Silver Award. It looks like our Braveheart is done with the bath. Oh, and there's Miss Kagome. She is done with the bath. Just spreading sand all over the place. And this is cleaned beach sand that we add in finer grain sand as well, which has a more dust-like quality. They have any little scoop that we use in our drawers later to clean up the sand. So it's all a process. And the chickens are going after some of the treats on the ground there. I think Braveheart just saw sunflower kernels there. She sees the sesame seeds. Yes, our chickens are capable of reproduction. Both Braveheart and Kagome have laid eggs, and Stormy has mated with the girls, which means we've had fertilized eggs as well. And yeah, they do occasionally poop, but don't worry, we clean up after. Disastrous Toast, thank you for that. There's a chance that Stormy might attempt to mate with one of them. Yes, Stormy, you know it's 3 seconds. And what happens is they come up to the girl, they do their little mating dance, and then if the girl is amenable, they kind of lower back, grab onto the feathers on her neck, and a couple seconds later, the action will be done. There you go. And yes, we actually do collect a lot of their poop when we sweep it up, and we throw it into our compost bin. Now, it seems right now the girls are doing another stage of their cleanup. You can see Braveheart right here. She's cleaning out some of the excess sand. She's doing a little... Now you see Kagome making a similar sort of examination there. Kagome's tail feathers right now, they keep on growing. They are about 17 inches long. The onagadori tail feathers can reach lengths of over 20 feet or over 6 meters. And Stormy, right there in the back, is just having fun watching the girls. He kind of has placed himself as he likes to keep an eye on them as they go forward, and even Stormy's doing a little bit of preening now. So he's not as good very often because of his fur-like feathers. He gets a little bit messy, especially his feet. We end up having to give him a bath. I think we're scheduling his next bath to be maybe of next week, and we do stream those baths as well. Seth, thank you for the excellent award, and I'm glad you do enjoy the stream. We have 3 different breeds of chickens here. We have Braveheart, our ayam cemeni hen, onagadori hen, and then Stormy, our silkie rooster. So we just have 3 little chickens in our little flock here. Though in a few months when we head towards the eggs, which means we will have hybrid chickens joining. There we go. Lovely, lovely. And we're just kind of watching the chickens, having a nice time. They're preening right now after taking a nice sand bath. We cuddled Mr. Stormy for a while. And then once the girls are done finishing cleaning up themselves, I will probably pick up Kagome to go on my shoulder for a while. And then maybe will join me up on my lap. And I try to keep my voice nice and low and modulated for the chickens, because chickens can be quite sensitive little souls. Loud noises, sudden movements, these can upset chickens, these can stress them out, and we want our chickens to be nice and happy. just nice and calm. We do harvest their eggs. So chicken eggs are basically chicken periods. Now, if we let the chickens just lay their eggs, they would just kind of leave them there and they would eventually rot. Neither Braveheart nor Kagome have shown any inclination yet to sit on any of their eggs. So as a result, we have been harvesting them and using them. Though when we are getting ready to have a chick, we will likely have to use a brooder because so far, neither of these ladies really want to be moms yet. Braveheart's eggs are a light pink in coloration, and Miss Kagome's are kind of an off-white. 99K views, thank you for the hugs so confused and boozed, thank you for the wholesome award. And yes, we have been streaming them since they were B7 of the broadcast. We have been to see what they look like when they were much younger. We have a YouTube channel called Watching Chickies, where we have collected all of these streams to experience their first snow. You could see them have their first bath, and... Oh, it's okay, Mr. Stormy. Are you okay? Oh dear, Mr. Fuzzy Butt. Yeah? Yeah, you're my special little guy, aren't you? Oh, such a happy little rooster. There we go. And Miss Kagome, I think you're done with your preening. There we go. There we go. Oh. And I got a Miss Kagome here on my shoulder. There you go. Yeah, you got lovely brown eyes there, Miss Kagome. Sort of droopy comb that she has. Oh, you are quite lovely, you are. And Logan's Login, thank you for the wholesome award. Much appreciated. We clean about twice a day. It takes about 15 to 20 minutes. Oh, there you go. Yeah, you're such a good girl. Stormy has discovered the food down there. He gave a few happy little clucks. He's quite excited. There you go, little ones. There you go. They do like playing with the blankets and the towels, doing a little bit of chicken feng shui. Miss Braveheart can get a little bit jealous when I give Kagome a lot of attention, so she's coming up here to say hi as well. Now, if I put my shoulder right next to her, there is a chance that she will come onto it. Wanna come onto my shoulder? Come on, come. Wanna come here? There you go. Now I got both girls here with me. Got Braveheart on one shoulder, got Kagome on the other. Stormy has to take the occasional water bath, and Stormy's right over here. The girls like to take lots of sand baths over here. They just finished one. Yeah, Miss Kagome? And she is quite the good little company as I do walk-arounds around my house and outside. There we go. So she can often just kind of hang out here on my shoulder. Onagadoris are very good at perching like this. Yeah, out there. Hello. Well, a broom and a mop. That is the most effective way. And then we end up just putting them through the washing machine through a sanitized cycle. And then we do an antibacterial cycle through the dryer. Purple Spirit 2728, thank you for the silver award. Stormy right here. Stormy is our silky rooster. Braveheart over there is our ayam cemeni hen. And then over here on my shoulder is our onagadori hen named Kagome. The onagadori is an endangered breed of chicken from Japan. Yes, you are, my love. There you go. Yeah. Oh, and there is Daunting Walnut. Thank you for the Timeless Beauty Award. Daunting Walnut, aka Chicken Mom, sometimes runs this stream as well. She will be running it tomorrow, and I assume it will be a lovely show. Purple Spirit, 2728, thank you for the Silver Award. Luigi the Goth, thank you for the Hugs Award. There we go. Yeah. And we got Braveheart up there, kind of checking us out. She likes to check up on us. She gets a little bit jealous of Kagome at times when she's playing like this. Hello there, Miss Braveheart. Hello. There you go. And this Hazo, thank you for the Hugs Award. Sumizome Blossom, thank you for the Wholesome Award. I think Miss Kagome's ready to go down. I'm gonna put my arm like this, and she's gonna walk down my arm. You can do it. I believe in you. Okay, hold on, I'm gonna offer her a hand. She's used to me doing this. You want a hand? Hold on, I'm gonna take her right to the cubby. There you go. There you go, little one. Chickens at a place called Feather Lover Farms in California, where they were overnight, and since then they've been with us every single day of their lives. Oh, and hello to your girlfriend, Pop. Happy birthday, and I'm glad that you enjoy the stream. Oh, there you go, my fuzzy little guy. Lovely, lovely. Anime Weeb Weeb, thank you for the Hugs Award, much appreciated. And Kagome was such a good girl there, I think I might give her one of her favorite treats, which is pine nuts. Oh, Miss Kagome can go nuts for pine nuts. Did you want more, or did you want some, Braveheart? I saw you just ran right over here. Oh my, putting pine nuts everywhere. It seems Braveheart was the real. There we go. And cleaning up after just 3 chicken, it just takes about 15 to 20 minutes a day. Not too much work. We do not run a big chicken farm here. And as a result, the room does not smell like Casito, Ender Girl, thank you for the helpful award. Carl Sagan. There you go. And yes, we do spoil our chickens. We have given them some quite expensive little treats, but they have shown some preferences to these things, and we're not above spoiling our pet chickens. There we go. And our chickens do get to go outside. They do get fresh air. But right at the moment, we are dealing with a lot of snow outside. So right now, they are nice, they are warm, they are comfortable and fed. And that is the important thing here. And Puzzle-Headed Share 9, thank you for the Silver Award. Pastel Orange, thank you for the Heartwarming Award. Douche Canoe Bra, thank you for the Hugs Award. There we go. And they do go outside. If you've seen some of our previous stream, we have shown their outdoor coop. At the moment, they wouldn't have access to any of our lawn because it is completely encased in snow. Our outdoor coop does not have a heating source at the moment, so they can actually... So we decided on getting chickens during this pandemic because, well, I've always kind of wanted to have chickens. I've had ducks and rabbits. I've had friends that have raised chickens, so we've had some good sources for information. We researched for several months before getting them, and as a result, they have grown up pretty well. Know that much if you've seen some of our streams where we have taken them outside. Yeah, Mr. Stormy did not know what to do in the snow. Oh dear, oh, 29, thank you for the Hugs Award. Much appreciated. And SH Mudman, thank you for the Helpful Award. And these guys are a mix of indoor-outdoor chickens. Stormy's just taking a little drink of water now. Beak full, and then head back. I love those little drinking noises that he makes. It's such a cute sight just watching them have a nice drink of water. Right after this, I'm going to be refilling their water container because it's getting a little bit low right now. There we go. And pine nuts are just a treat. They do have organic chicken feed that we have over here that we do a mix of their grits. We add sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, crushed red pepper, and more. We try to give them a nice nutritious boost. We add crushed eggshell to give them some more calcium. So, you know, so far they have been doing so well. There you go. And Stormy's just watching Dad right now. He's having the occasional little bit to eat from the floor, and he's just doing a little bit of preening, matching the girls who are just standing side by side on opposite sides of the cubbies, just finishing off their own cleaning for today. They are 237 days old now. They can get to be around 12 years of age, though we're hoping for a few more. Cobra Chickens, thank you for the Wholesome Award. Vibranium Tiger, thank you for the Wholesome Award. We get about maybe 2 to 3 eggs a week. The ayam, cemeni, and the onagadori don't tend to lay all that many eggs. Their breeds are not known for it. There we go. They do occasionally mate with each other. Stormy mates with the girls, though he tends to prefer Kagome as his sort of primary hen, and very rarely does he mate with Miss Braveheart over there. There's not much of any smell in here. The only sort of smell there is really from the chicken feed itself, because we do clean up in here daily. All right. Hold on just a second. There we go. Oh, and Lassifer 13, you got your silkies last April. Your black silkie ended up crowing and went to a rooster rescue. Oh, I'm sorry about that. And your white girl Bumble is laying the teeniest eggs now. Fortunately for our area, we were able to keep Mr. Stormy. We are allowed to keep up to 1 rooster. And his crowing hasn't been too loud, especially because whenever he does crow, he tends to be outside. He doesn't really crow much when he's outside. What? What? What is it, my... Oh, just playing around there, aren't you? Ahiru no Inu, thank you for the Helpful Award. Generally speaking, we don't really hear too much from the chickens throughout the day. We can hear Stormy crowing from the first level of our house, but when we are upstairs, we can't really hear him at all. Braveheart is an ayam, cemeni, Kagome is an onagadori, and Stormy is our silkie. So that is their sand bath in the corner. There have been people who have litter-trained chickens, but we have not managed that. That's probably going to be a future project of ours. I know my partner Lauren is also considering chicken diapers, which are cloth diapers that go around the back and have a changeable filter that you can throw out at the end of the day that does collect their poo, which would allow chickens to go around more areas of the house. At the moment, when they are inside, we keep them just really in this room. If we take them upstairs to watch TV or something, we have like a special wicker basket that they kind of sit in. There we go. So these chickens should have a lifespan of around 12 years. Mr. Stormy, you seem a little lonely. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah? Oh, he's fussing a little. That's a good boy. Yeah, I know you're talking to Miss Braveheart over there. It's okay to be held by Dad. It's all right. You just kind of hold him, show him some love, give him a few pets, and he is good to go. So, the girls have been laying eggs. Stormy has been mating with them. So in the future months, we will be hatching a few new little chickies. They will be hybrid chickens, as, you know, their father is going to be Silkie, and their mother is either going to be our ayam cemeni or our onagadori. There we go. And yeah, if you're planning on getting chickens, you know, trying to get them from a rescue, as long as you are capable of having chickens, I would say that is a good idea. I always recommend people getting chickens to first do a lot of research. First, look into your local laws and regulations, because many places restrict ownership of chickens. For example, in my area, for my size property, you are allowed to have up to 8 chickens and 1 rooster. Some places you aren't allowed to have any chickens. Some places restrict all roosters. So as long as you are okay to have roosters for your property, then, well, sorry, roosters or chickens at your property, the next step is to see if you can have a coop there, if you can have the proper accommodation for them, the right supplies, to see whether or not you are going to be raising young chickens or possibly older chickens. There are pros and cons to this. Because we've raised these chickens basically right from their hatching, they have really bonded with us quite deeply. They've seen us every single day of their lives. We have socialized them quite thoroughly. They are not afraid of people at all. We have had friends, we've had family visit, and, you know, they have been quite warm to everyone. September QR, thank you for the helpful award. Ogo J 29, I'm sorry your feathery little friend died after 4 or 5 months. I hope you have a lot of good memories there. Lassifer, oh wow, so you have, if you have 5 other chickens, you have Brahmas, black and white speckled, the speckled Sussex, silky bumble, oh my, that is quite a lot. There we go. So, to Cotley, is there a benefit to having a rooster if you are raising chickens for eggs? Now, a rooster will, oh, and it's pronounced O-G-O-J. Okay, O-G-O-J. Have a good day there. Augustine 0808. And there we go. So they do have little toys that they occasionally do play with. They have their streamers here. They have this other little toy here with the bell that Stormy hates. He hates the bell, as you just heard him react that way. They mostly like to play with the blankets, moving them around. There's nothing Stormy likes better than a big pile of towels to play with. And yeah, the chickens have been doing well today. I think I'm getting to the point where I have to put my hand brace back on. I've done enough exercise for it today. I'd like to thank you all for tuning in today. Today has been absolutely lovely meeting with all of you. Hello to all of my old friends and new partner Lauren, which should be a nighttime broadcast where we'll be putting the chickies to bed. I might be back from set then, or I might not. It depends on how long the shoot runs. If you've enjoyed this content, feel free to check out my profile, which has links to our YouTube channel, our Instagram, and Patreon. Thank you all for tuning in today. I hope you all have lovely days. The name of the YouTube channel, if you just want to search for it, is called Watching Chickies. A like and subscribe really does help us out. All right, everyone. I should be back on Thursday. So until then, I hope you all have lovely days, and we hope to see you all again soon. From our ayam cemeni hen, Braveheart, our onagadori hen, Kagome, and our little silky rooster, Stormy. We wish you all the very best. Okay, guys. Bye-bye. See you all again soon.